Okay. So the video I posted about the energy being off, I want to add that nothing about this election makes sense at all. I mean, we can get into all the things that Donald Trump said leading up to this, okay? You know, I don't need your votes. I have all the votes I need. Me and this guy, we've got a big secret. We've got a secret plan that's going to have a big impact. But the thing that's really striking me right now, and a lot of people have mentioned this, but the thing that really bothers me is how quiet that thing is being. Because as we all know, he's a gloater, right? He loves to run his mouth. He cannot stop himself, which is why he says the things that he says. We've got a big plan. I don't need your votes, etc., etc. So you mean to tell me that the guy who could not shut his fucking mouth even during his own trials, his own courtroom trials, where he was threatened multiple times by the judges to not talk about people in the courtroom, to not talk about the judge, to not talk about the judge's family, to not talk about the jurors, etc., and he could not stop himself. You're telling me since Tuesday, after he's won the election, the dude who is known for running his fucking mouth and cannot shut up has been radio silent. You're telling me that he's not being forced to be quiet? I am not a conspiracy theorist, and I am not trying to get anybody's hopes up. As a matter of fact, I don't believe anything to come of it. It doesn't make fucking sense. And I need to know from the people in charge why there's no outward appearances of anything being done about it. She had everything within her right to demand a recount, to demand that, it be looked into, to have court cases just like he did. It doesn't make sense. Not to mention, as many people have brought up, 15 million less Democratic voters. I don't believe that. Everybody knew what was at stake here. You had all the Republicans saying that they were going to switch. They couldn't handle another 4 years of Donald Trump. They knew the threat to democracy that he would bring. I used to be a bookkeeper for Home Depot, okay? And at the end of every single day, I would leave at 3:30 every single day. I had to count the safe to make sure that it was the store's totals, which were at $23,000. I had to account for every single dollar and cent before I left. And then I would have to call a manager and wait for a manager to come back and double count the safe to make sure that I was correct and that I was leaving that day and that there was $23 in that safe. $23,000 in that safe. And you mean to tell me that they were calling the race before every single vote was tabulated? Not to mention this whole app thing about Elon Musk 4 hours before anything was even called, knowing the results. Elon, if she's elected into office, I'm fucked and I'm going to prison. Why are you going to prison? What have you done? It doesn't make sense. Nothing is adding up. And I'm really, again, I am not a conspiracy theorist. And I think we are all trying our best because we're so filled with PTSD of the last 4 years of them screaming about fraud that we don't want to sound like them. But this time, it makes sense. The bomb threats called in to Democratic stronghold areas, giving them enough time to do something to the machines. For him to take every single swing state, not just one or two or three, every single one, including the ones that he didn't win before. And you can sit here and have these pundits come out on television and tell me, well, he spoke to the people and he spoke to their wives. Bullshit. With every single economist coming out and telling you he will destroy your pocketbook, and none of these people by the millions listened to the people over Donald fucking Trump, Mr. I'm driving around in a garbage truck and working at McDonald's. He was so unhinged in the last, he didn't bother with the debates. He didn't bother to campaign. And all these millions of people, Democrats, people who were sick of Donald Trump, just decided, well, whatever. That's our guy. Bullshit. Every single swing state, I think they overcorrected. They made it so unrealistic. However they did it, they made it so unrealistic that it's obvious that they cheated. And I think they did it in 2020 too, which is why he was so upset for the last 4 years and he couldn't understand why it was possible that he lost so badly. Because either somebody dropped the ball, they didn't do what they did this year enough to make him pull ahead in the lead. We had enough votes that he couldn't do that. But this time, they just went so fucking crazy that he won every single swing state. I need to fucking know. I need to know that somebody is looking into this. I need to know that the Democrats are not just rolling over and accepting this. And you can sit there and you can fucking tell me, oh, they're being quiet. She's a prosecutor. She's waiting in the wings. Well, then fucking tell me. Tell us. Because this isn't right. And that's why we feel wrong about it, is because we know in our hearts it's not right. And the very fact that the Republicans and maggots are all silent, for the exception of a few fucking idiots that also can't keep their mouths shut, the entire right now is being radio silent along with him. And it's because in their heart of hearts, they fucking know that something is not right. They know something is wrong. They know that there's been cheating going on. And it's all well and good that witch talk. I love you ladies. I love witch talk. And I take you at your word. And it's all well and good that you see something happening. Right? I take you ladies at your word. But I need verbal confirmation that something is going on. He can't get away with it. He cannot. They cannot. This is espionage. This is fucking treasonous. This is traitorous. This is unpatriotic. And you fucking right-wingers know it. You know it in your heart of hearts. You know that something isn't right. You're just going to deny it. You're going to tell me to sack up. You're going to tell me to build a bridge and get over it. Whatever the fuck you guys are saying. But you know it doesn't add up. And any of you liberals and Democrats who dare fucking say the same thing, shut the fuck up or get out of the way. I'm so sick of people like Hawk telling us to stop it. You know it doesn't make sense either. This needs fixed, man. I'm just a small creator on TikTok. I don't know if we need to demand a recount. I don't know what we need to do, but something needs done. My wife and I are off for 6 days next week. Maybe we need to make a trip to Washington, D.C. and all protest. Because something needs to happen, man. We cannot just fucking roll over and give it away and let this happen. Fuck!